Have you ever had French toast but the Bengali way? That's what I'm making today, and it's one of the easiest and my most favorite go-to when I'm hungry, but too busy to make anything elaborate. Alright, actually I should be honest and admit I'm lazy. It's spicy, savory with fresh coriander, onions, and a little chaat masala at the end. It's also something that feels like home. Alright, let's get started with making the masala French toast, or as we lovingly call it in Bengali, Pauruti. First things first, let me chop up one of the chilies that I just plucked fresh from my chili plant. These pack quite a bit of heat, so I'll stick to a small one. Next, the onion. I'll slice them on the thinner side, but not very finely. A rough slice will do. Of course, the bread. I'm just going to cut each slice in half. Makes it easier to handle, and honestly, it looks better on the plate. I'll set these aside for now. Now into my bowl go 2 eggs, some salt, and lots of pepper. And just a tiny splash of milk to add some volume and make everything nice and soft. I'm keeping the salt a little on the lighter side because I have a plan. Once the French toast is done, I'm going to finish it off with a sprinkle of chaat masala for that tangy chatpata kick. I nearly forgot my coriander, or cilantro as it's called here. How could I? I've just washed some fresh coriander, patted them dry, and now I'll roughly chop them and straight into the eggs they go. I'll give everything a good whisk with a fork until it's all happily mixed together. Alright, the egg mix is ready, let's get frying. Now it's all about dipping the bread well so it soaks up the eggs and also gets a slathering of the coriander, chilies, and onions. These are going to be the flavor bombs here. I'm just pouring the remainder of the egg mixture right over. No waste in my kitchen. I'll turn the heat down just a bit and flip the bread over. Look at that beautiful golden color. I don't want any soupy inside, so I'm going to press the bread down gently. That way any uncooked egg will run out and cook through. This dish brings back such warm memories of our slow weekend breakfast when we were growing up. My brother absolutely loved it. Every time I make it, I think of him, and in my heart, I always offer up the first bite, hoping he's smiling down at me. I can still hear my ma asking us, "Ki khabi?" And without missing a beat, he'd say, "Dim Pauruti." Of course, there was always a little back and forth. Ma would suggest something else because eggs didn't always agree with my brother. But eventually she'd make it with just a little milk mixed in to dilute the egg, like I did today. And oh, the joy on my brother's face when that plate hit the table. It's something I'll never forget. Such simple pleasures. They stay with you, don't they? Now here in Canada, French toast is usually sweet, drenched in syrup. I've never really warmed up to the idea, but I do make a holiday version with orange and cranberry coulis and just a touch of maple syrup reduction. I'll put a link to an old blog with the recipe, but maybe I'll make a video again closer to the holidays. And once upon a time when my son wasn't quite so health conscious, he loved my decadent baked French toast with orange marmalade and cream cheese. Maybe I'll share those recipes here one day too. But today, it's all about the savory kind, the one that feels like a big warm hug from the past. Now, time to plate up. And here we go. fresh, golden, fragrant masala French toast. To serve, a light dusting of chaat masala, a squeeze of ketchup on the side, and it's ready. You'll find the full recipe for my masala French toast in the description below. I always say onions and chilies are non-negotiable, but I do add tomatoes and coriander whenever they're handy. All right, enough talking. I can't wait to dig in. Bon appetit! And if you are into pasta at all, you should check out my spicy baked pasta video here.